AITA for telling my husband he can't tell our daughter. That doesn't hurt? My daughter 8 was emptying the dishwasher and husband took a few bowls and playfully dropped them on her head. I was right there, it wasn't that hard, but daughter reacted strongly and complained it hurt. It probably startled her. Instead of apologizing, he told her it didn't hurt. This isn't the first time he's been dismissive of her telling him something hurts. He's done the same to me before and it pisses me off every time. I told him immediately that he doesn't get to tell others what hurts or doesn't on their body and the correct response is to apologize. He brushed it off and walked away. So I brought it up again a little later when our daughter wasn't around. We ended up getting in a fight about it because his view is that I'm coddling her and raising her to be a wimp. In his words, if that really hurt, we need to take her to a doctor. I'm just so over this. It has been a repeat argument in our relationship. I don't understand why it's so hard to say, I'm sorry honey, I didn't mean to hurt you. Am I the a-hole for insisting he apologize even if he thinks he didn't do anything wrong?
AITA for asking my girlfriend to stop secretly cooking meals for my dog without my permission. I, 31M, have a golden retriever named Max. He's healthy, happy, and has always been fine with his high-quality kibble, vet-approved, not cheap stuff. Recently, I noticed Max wasn't finishing his food. He'd just stare at the bowl and act like he was waiting for something. I figured maybe he was being picky, but it kept happening. Then last week, I came home early and caught my girlfriend, 23F, in the kitchen making him a whole plate of salmon, rice, and some kind of veggies. She put it in his dog bowl like it was totally normal. When I asked her what she was doing, she said, he deserves real food. Kibble is basically junk food. I told her I never agreed to this, and she admitted she'd been cooking for him behind my back for weeks. That's why he's been refusing kibble. I asked her to stop since Max is my dog, and I don't want him eating human food regularly. She got upset and said I was being cruel, that she was just trying to give him the life he deserves, and that I should be thankful. Now Max is spoiled and won't touch kibble at all. My girlfriend thinks I'm overreacting, but I feel like she totally undermined me and crossed a boundary with my own pet. So, AITA for telling her to stop and being upset that she was doing this behind my back. Are you team kibble or team salmon? Drop your side in the comments. AITA for wanting steak on my birthday. I invited a few work friends and some non-work friends to my birthday party. It was a small party, just 9 people in total. I didn't invite one of my colleagues because I knew he was vegetarian and I was worried he wouldn't enjoy it. Coincidentally, another colleague accidentally told him about the party. He then asked me outright if he could come. They had vegetarian options, salads, and appetizers, so there would be some things he could eat. At the last minute, he changed his mind, saying he didn't want to spend money any restaurant that sold any type of meat. He then accused me of deliberately choosing a steakhouse, saying it was basically a plan to get rid of him. I mean, it was my birthday and it's my money, so I should be able to choose how I want to spend it. He chose not to spend his money at the steakhouse, even after asking me, and even after me informing him that there would be vegetarian options for him to eat. So, AITA for wanting to eat something even if it meant someone had to sit out. Would you skip a steakhouse for a friend's birthday, or expect them to change plans for you? Comment your thoughts below.
AITA for stopping my cousin from saving an entire row at our high school graduation. So yesterday is our graduation day. The doors opens at 8. Cousin had already told me to hold 12 front row seats. 12. Park my bag on one chair and took out some of my stuff in my bag to keep 2 for our grandparents. The usher told me that this is a first come first serve. I pleaded for just those 2 and he nods. Our grandparents show up like 5 minutes later and sit. The row fills in seconds. Everyone looks relieved. This queen stormed in at 8:45, sees the row packed and goes mad. I point at the families who were literally there at 8 and the usher standing right behind me. What did she expect me to do? Body block a dozen seats? 12 is wild to ask an usher to approve. I barely got 2 for our elders. I followed the rule. Kept 2 for G&G. You were 25 minutes late. Left it there. I'm not a walking reserved sign. Everything else showed up and sit. Fairness isn't rude, it's how everyone actually gets a seat. So AI for not saving the whole row?
AITA for telling my girlfriend I won't do all the cleaning just because I work from home. I, 29M, work remotely full-time. My GF, 28F, works at an office. We recently moved in together, and suddenly she expects me to handle all the household chores because I'm already home all day. I told her that working from home doesn't mean I'm free to vacuum, cook, and do laundry between meetings. I already do my fair share, but she keeps saying it's not equal because she commutes. Last week I refused to do the dishes she left after dinner, saying I wasn't going to be treated like her housekeeper. She snapped that I was being selfish. AITA for refusing to do more chores just because I work from home. Does working from home mean doing all the housework? Comment your take below. Whipta if I told my parents I don't want to take care of my sibling my whole life. Him in the US forgot to mention. Honestly, I wouldn't have a choice anyways, but my brother has Down syndrome, and ever since he was born it was basically expected that I would take care of him forever. I love him, I really do, but I'm not sure if I'll be stable enough to take care of him, or if he'll be able to take care of myself as well, and I just wonder how that would affect my relationships in the future, although I doubt I'll be interested in dating. I feel guilty whenever I see videos of people with their disabled siblings and taking care of them without complaints, while here I'm complaining, but my perspective on this will likely change in the future. Would you dedicate your whole life to a sibling, or set your own path? Comment below. AITA for walking out after my relatives kept pressuring me to misuse my work access for family favors. So last night we had a family dinner. My uncle asked me to pull some data for his marketing team since I'm working for an e-commerce company. Also, my aunt persisted me to submit a referral for a boyfriend's son. I said the role needs relevant experience, and I will not lie. I told relatives I would not use my job access for any personal favors. I said no data, no internal documents, no priority referrals. Somehow, they also started listing items to buy with my employee discount. I explained policy, conflict rules, and audit trails. Moreover, I showed the code of conduct section on my phone. They told me that nobody gets caught, and I should help them. That dinner was too over for me, so I left the restaurant. They seemed to not get my point, but I will still follow the rules, and I will not attend events where pressure is applied because my job is not a family vending machine. I don't like people ask me to break policy since I want to respect my limits and not lose the invitation. Would you risk your job to keep family happy or walk away like I did? Comment below.